see any expression at all.
Yeah, exactly. So you can see, and probably a lot of these costumes can be made pretty cheaply, I would think. And two, you can kind of just clothing and textiles work. So there you go. You get 2 projects in one. Practice. Once the script is written, meet to read through the lines and have kids try out the parts. This helps them to read not only the parts that they're kind of wanting, but also know the other parts as well. Have youth rank their top 3 parts that they would like for the skit. Once casting is done, the first few times is reading lines, so there's no need really at that point to get on stage. You can kind of do it in a classroom type setting. Blocking is where you're kind of figuring out where everybody's going to be on stage. It's basically like choreographing where you're going to be and who's going to come in on stage and who's going to lead at this time, those kind of things. So that's all part of the process. Encouragement, have forms practice for you to write down one positive thing that each of the other kids did with their part. And it must be specific. So it's kind of constructive criticism, something that we're looking for in record books that we rarely get. So it's the same thing, but have the kids critique themselves and their peers. It says here that she's having them critique other kids, but I would also have them critique themselves. Because a lot of times I'm harder on myself than somebody else would be on me because they're just trying to be nice and kind. But I'm going to be my worst critic, probably. Have each child share one thing that they want to do to improve their performance. So this kind of goes back to goal setting. So if a kid has, they want to be able to, increase their self-confidence, then that would be something that they would want to put on there. And, as a parent and as a leader, we want to maybe help monitor this. And I haven't looked on y'all's flash drive yet or not, but to know if this PowerPoint's on there, but I assume it is. So don't feel like you have to write all this down unless you just want to make a special note somewhere. This is some of their kids practicing. You can see it's in a garage somewhere. So you don't have to have a stage to always practice on, but at some point in time you do want to actually get on the stage so that the kids know, again, how to project their voice in a large space. Practice in full costume, practice at different locations, work on projection and volume. One of the main reasons I think to practice in costume is because you don't know exactly how that caterpillar that you had on is going to act whenever you get out there and you're moving around and doing those kind of things. And so you don't really know how it looks on stage until you actually do it. You don't know, for instance, these mustaches, how well they're going to stay on, or are they going to stay on through the whole thing until you actually get out there and try it. Go through a full dress rehearsal at least a couple of times before you actually do the real thing. Skits, starter inspiration. This kind of goes back to what she's mentioned a second ago about just getting some ideas. Go to some of the old shows and old movies and play some clips. This is the Addams Family, obviously. And so you can get some inspiration from that and put kids into those characters. Tell them to emulate it. To kind of regurgitate it and see if they can, or put a twist on it. I've got to show this. This girl is so cute.
Now, my whole house is great. I can do anything good. I like my school. I like anything. I like my dad. I like my cousins. I like my aunts. I like my husband. I like my mom. I like my sisters. I like my dad. I like my hair. I like my haircuts. I like my stomach. I like my stuff. I like my room. I like my whole house. My whole house is great. I can do anything good. Yeah.
So there you go. There's a little, y'all can put some kids up there and say, okay, y'all just repeat that. Y'all do a similar performance. That girl had way too much sugar, I think. Number one, she would have been jumping up on the sink, but anyway. And then if you want the ultimate inspiration about, this what do they say, that imitation is the greatest form of flattery or whatever? So, if anybody wants to emulate them, then these guys, go for it. But it's kind of funny that you have to have subtitles for a TV show. It's filmed here in the United States.
A hidden world where nature rules and man fights back.
If you think you can come out here and do it, good luck to you.
That's swamp people. Yeah, if you've never seen swamp people, that's a whole other country right there. That's filmed in Beach, Louisiana.
Every once in a while, somebody will accidentally or on purpose.
Yeah, so you can take those guys and turn it into a skit pretty quick. Like shoot them. Yeah. But those are just some great examples. I don't know if any of y'all watch this show, but it's always got some good one-liners and stuff like that. It's kind of a nerdy show, but it's one of my favorite shows.
What is it?
This is Big Bang Theory. Oh, it's hilarious. And I've tried playing the video earlier, but it won't let me play it, so let's skip over that one. But he's always got some quick, witty one-liners that he likes to throw out there. But with that.